It's a really compelling matchup that has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. One of the best matchups all season long between two elite runners colliding here today. Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, the legendary home of the Fighting Irish. As we'll see, the national champions from last year, the Air Force Falcons, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Will kick this away to get us going here. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So Notre Dame's offense comes on the field first today. And all eyes, Kirk, in this matchup of elite wide receivers. They got great skill. They got big personalities. You know they want to outdo each other in this showdown today.
Well, it's a showcase opportunity for both of these two wide receivers. A lot of eyes on them, not only in college football, but I don't know the last time, Chris, we were on the field pregame and saw so many NFL personnel evaluating these two to see who ends up stepping up and playing better.
The tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situations, much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
We need a yard here in 3rd down to keep this opening drive going. They try to sneak in for the first. He is stuffed at the line. It's going to bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. And that sets up a return. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So the Air Force Falcons offense out there for their first possession. And Kirk, how cool is this matchup? We got an elite quarterback. We talked to him about the opportunity to face a corner on the other side who's just as elite.
You know, anytime that you're a corner and you consider yourself the best in the country, there's no better opportunity than going up against one of the top quarterbacks in the country. Let's see who can step up and show that they're the better player.
They'll test the right side here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. The Falcons will line up to punt it away. Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And it's hauled in with a tight end on a corner route. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
This is what makes this tight end so difficult to match up with. Whether you play zone and you create openings and the quarterback's able to throw it into the bigger tight end, or here, because of his athletic ability, he gets open to the corner and a nice throw by the quarterback.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
The pass rush closing in. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
He's running out of time here. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Quick catch over the middle. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Looking for his big tight end. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Air Force offense back on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time. Looking to put together a positive drive here.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Finds an open target on the left side. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down mark. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. It's complete. And the Falcons pick up enough for a first down.
Third and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving the option for a potential run. I think that throws the defense enough for the quarterback to hit an early read, and the result is a big gain and a first down.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
And here's the handoff. First down, looking for more now. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, good tough running here by Air Force to be able to pick up the first down. It's a lot tougher to move the ball down the field when you don't have that passing game. But Air Force always shows the ability to be able to execute and pick up big yards.
And he's hauled in way downfield. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Falcons lining up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Oh, he makes the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Man, I love that they continue to go back to this talented wide receiver. That's back-to-back plays with big gains, and it's not surprising. Like I said, the scouting report all week long, we heard about this guy's ability to make plays against this defense, and the quarterback and the receiver right now have a nice rhythm going.
And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down. Second down after that previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the Saints are able to bring him down quickly. So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Here's the toss play now. Running to the right. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. The distance will be from 38 yards out. And the field goal is good. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for a man deep down the left side. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
He's got a man down the middle. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
What a great throw here and an even better catch by this Notre Dame wide receiver. And Chris, let's be honest. If Notre Dame's going to become this top 5 team, this consistent brand, this is where they've got to make their biggest strides. The ability to make plays downfield and have the speed to be able to play with the big boys in college football.
Incompletion in first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw it again. He lets it go. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pressure is coming. He'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. He'll hand it off. He breaks free. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And the game is now tied. We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here comes the Falcons offense back on the field. They kicked a field goal in the last drive. They're looking for the end zone this time. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Handoff here from the shotgun. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain their run game, held just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the 2nd quarter. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Doing a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
They're going to run it here. Get some space around the 30. Able to convert on 3rd down. Gives them a fresh set of downs from the 22.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Brought down after a short return. Sets up his offense.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They settled for 3 last time. Let's see what they can come up with this drive. Short connection to the tight end here. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Off the play fake on first down. Grab behind the line, it's Singleton. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Second down now. Play fake, looking to throw. A deep shot to the left side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with 2 guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. That play will move the sticks. Set him up first down at the 42.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They make the stop at the 25, but it's first and 10 for this offense. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. Notre Dame getting set with a first and 10 now. Looks right for a quick completion. They bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion. Notre Dame lining up now for a first and goal. Looking to throw again. He's got it near the end zone. Tackle after the completion down at the 1-yard line.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment for this critical down. The defense is hanging tough here. Now it's third and goal from the 1. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. They'll try to punch it in again. Third and goal at the 1. It's press coverage now from these DBs. On the ground, going to punch it in for the score. He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up 4th and short.
Well, great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance and try to get that touchdown.
4th and goal from the 2. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? Receiver in motion now. They'll try to run this one in. No, he is stopped short. What a stand.
Let's go.
And the Falcons offense is on the field now. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back.
Go, baby, go. Go, baby, go. Go. Let's go. Let's go, Huff.
At the 30, at the 20.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Air Force. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
I mean, you're backed up all the way near your own goal line. I mean, they're at their own 1-yard line. They're just trying to get a little bit of room, and instead, the length of the field, 99 yards for a touchdown. What a play.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start at the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back on the field now. They built the lead with an efficient running game. Let's see if they can take to the air now to start the third quarter. They start the drive with a good throw to the left side. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. And it's a long distance.
Mama. There goes that man again.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. The quarterback keeps it on the option. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
He dumps it off to the tight end. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. The punt team making their way on the field. brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And here comes the Falcons offense back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum, and the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Looking to throw it on first down. The short completion of the tight end.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Looking for his back. And he can't hold on.
No way.
And he dropped it.
What?
Looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. The receiver ran a nice route. Just not...
Oh my gosh, man. How? Just maybe drop it.
Convert there on that third down. Let's see what their decision is on fourth down coming up.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back to the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? On first down, it's play action. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the catch, breaks a tackle on the play, and makes a decent gain.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Quick throw, testing the middle. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down. Punt team ready to boot it away.
Number 14, on to punt it away.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Falcons offense is on the field now. This group was coming off a quick 3 and out, and they put something together in this drive. Running back grabs it on the screen. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
There you go, defense. Not fooled at all by that screen pass. Good job of flying to the football. The back had nowhere to go.
Here comes a handoff. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. And the Falcons will have to kick this away. And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Now coming off a 3 and out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Short throw complete to the tight end. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Running back with the football. As the first down is still going. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Out of the gun now on third down. Clock for the completion. That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. Quick throw to the left side. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Lets it go quickly. Catch is made down the middle. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the wideout goes in motion. They mix it up with a run. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made by the tight end. Tackle after he makes the 1st down as the seconds tick away here in the 3rd quarter. And so far, we've been treated to a duel of big play wide receivers. These guys have been putting on a show, piling up the highlights through 3 quarters. Entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8. Offense ready for play number 10 in this drive. And now the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line. So they choose not to go for it here on 4th down late and send out the field goal team. And it's good right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. Here comes the Air Force offense back on the field now. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Pre-snap motion from the offense. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for the football. So job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Looks left and finds his target there.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. How about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. The Falcons pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Handoff to the left. Breaks loose at the 45. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42. And the Falcons keep the football on the move. The quarterback making some changes at the line. They'll toss it to the right side. Fighting off the defender. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Now the defensive coordinator must be thinking, it's about time. This running back has just destroyed this defense. And this time they're able to get into that backfield and come up with a nice play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. The receiver grabs it. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
We come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field.
Illegal block.
Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. So looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. He knocks it through with confidence. And they add to their lead.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50+.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Fires it to the wideout. Tried to squeeze one in there, but it's incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. That run, good for a 1st down. The offense still rolling. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Hey, it's a nice game here, and they get the 1st down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
1st down here for this offense.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down short of the end zone. This will set up a 1st and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Great catch when they desperately needed it.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Falcons offense back on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. Pounding away with the run game. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made after a solid game. They'll spot the ball at the 34. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Big throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Falcons starting a new series here on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Gets some space around the 30. They've got him down, but the offense gets the 1st down they needed to just run the clock out.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Well, the experts will say, Kirk, this was an upset, but it felt like a really even matchup. 2 quality teams battling right down to the end. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, what a game. This is really what you love about college.